Big shot. Big uppercut by Riddick.
After losing the undisputed heavyweight championship to James Douglas on February 11, 1990, Mike Tyson embarked on a comeback in hopes of regaining his title. First, he knocked out 1984 Olympic gold medalist and former amateur opponent Henry Tillman in the first round. Then he destroyed the up-and-coming prospect Alex Stewart. After the fight, the promoter Don King announced Ruddock would indeed be Tyson's next opponent, while also announcing that Tyson and Showtime had agreed to a blockbuster long-term pay-per-view deal that would pay Tyson $120 million. Tyson was the #1 contender in the 3 major championship versions, with Donovan placed right behind him in the rankings. The winner was to face the undisputed champion Evander Holyfield. The start was taken abruptly, and after the end of the first round, Tyson and Ruddock did not want to stop the exchange. In the second round, Donovan counted out a controversial knockdown. At the end of the third, the situation repeated itself, but now everything was clear. Tyson hit a beautiful left side in response, and Razor danced and ended up on the floor of the ring.
First combination punch by Tyson. He's been throwing one punch at a time and landed. There's another one.
A good shot by Razor Ruddock. The care. A hard body punch by Tyson.
You could cut this tension with a knife. Both men throwing punches, any one of which could stop it.
Tyson. Down goes Ruddock. He says he slipped.
He's counting, and it's going to cost him a 10-8 round. But in truth, that wasn't much of a knockdown. There was a shot, though, and he did go down, whether he's off balance or not. It's legit. It's legitimate. Oh, that's a hit on the break. He can lose it.
Steele, though, did not signal that he deducted a point.
Steele will have to warn him, and then he'll have to decompose because a hurricane is building up.
Frustrated in the opening round. Now he's measuring in the process.
Now that's what he's got to do. Ruddock just went back. Now he's trying to get his up.
And left by Ruddock and Michael Dokes.
Well, Dokes is good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson. Sounded to end the third. Round 4 scheduled for 12. Tyson out to the other end of those fists. Way through the fourth.
Tyson looking for that hook.
Oh, body shot by Tyson.
The crowd groans that body shot punishment.
Oh, a big left by Ruddock. And a low blow counter by Tyson. Again.
Work off the jab. Keep to your game plan. Quit looking for one goddamn punch. Okay? Stay on the game plan.
You're out of your game plan.
And he's right. He went to sleep, although he wants Steele. Warning. Oh! Yes, I don't think anybody can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry. Tyson with another right.
Tyson is patiently just cutting this.
He's looking for his third straight.
Oh, look at this.
We are now closing down.
As Tyson has virtually gone to sleep.
Let me get this on him. Keep looking for the right uppercut inside.
And he is well out in front of his stool, ready to go.
The first 5 rounds were for Iron Mike, but Ruddock was not going to give up. In the 6th, he managed to deliver a lot of accented blows and slightly shake the formidable Mike. In the next 3 minutes, Tyson shook the Canadian and rushed to finish off. Referee Richard Steele intervened. The stoppage of the fight looked somewhat premature, although there was no doubt about Tyson's dominance.
Continues to stay on his feet. He's been knocked down twice earlier.
Well, he's throwing those little uppercut and then the right hand over that. Oh, nice hook.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination by Ruddock. A right by Ruddock.
Hard punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. And he did with the right. As the bell sounds.
I want you to keep to your game plan. You hear me? I don't want you to get wild. You're looking for one shot.
For Ruddock that he's won in this entire fight. Well, let's see whether...
An electrifying round. We head into number 7.
Well, that's it.
Both blows. And it seems to have taken some steam out of Tyson. Ruddock coming back. Now Tyson with a big left.
Yeah, but Ruddock
for withstanding this kind of barrage.
Oh,
what a right by Tyson. Oh, the left. Now the right combination. Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over. It's over.
Too soon. He wasn't down. He hadn't been counted. That was too soon a knockdown. There's going to be an awful ugly scene here.
There goes Richard Steele with security. They are protecting Richard Steele, and that is the crowd reaction. And the crowd is all over referee Richard Steele for stopping the fight.
On September 23, 1952, at Municipal Stadium, Philadelphia, the 29-year-old Rocky Marciano received a world title shot against 38-year-old Jersey Joe Walcott, who won the belt in a fight against Ezzard Charles in July 1951. There was a lot of interest in this fight. It was broadcast in 53 open cinemas in the state of Pennsylvania. Although Rocky Marciano was the contender, he came into the fight as the favorite. At the pre-fight weigh-in, Walcott was heavier. His weight was 88 kilograms, and Rocky's weight was 83.5.
Looks as if he might be going right to work on it.
The first round was a big disappointment for fans of the Italian knockout artist. Jersey Joe threw several right hooks to the temple area and sent his opponent to the floor with a filigree left hook. For the first time in his career, Rocky was knocked down. He jumped to his feet, ignoring his corner's advice to stay on the floor in order to gain time. Marciano survived the first round with great difficulty.
Solid body punch. Got hit with the left hook again and the right. Walcott missed and... a little and make the motions he makes in his little dance and whatnot. Watch it now, though. He's stationary for Joe.
Round after round passed, but the picture did not change. It seemed that there was only one boxer in the ring, Jersey Joe Walcott. The audience whistled in displeasure. If another fighter had been in Rocky's place, the fight would have ended in the first round. Only the patience and perseverance of the Italian left intrigue in this confrontation. He continued to look for his chance.
Now, while left to the body and back to the head with it. Beautiful right hand by Marciano. Short right to the chin. One of the best punches Rocky has landed. Here. Marciano. Marciano is mean to the body. He's a wonder, this old Christian now.
By the 13th round, the 37-year-old champion slowed down. At that time, he was leading on the cards of all three judges. In one of the episodes, the champion found himself with his back to the ropes and made his first and only mistake. He lowered his left hand and opened his chin for a right hook. A terrible blow threw him to the floor. Rocky added a left hook to his opponent, who was already on his knee, which completely knocked out the former champion. The fight was recognized as a Fight of the Year, according to Ring Magazine. 6 months later, the fighters had a rematch. Rocky destroyed Walcott in the first round.
Intent on staying away now. And the new heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
On January 24, 1976, at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, former world heavyweight champion George Foreman returned to the ring after losing to Muhammad Ali. His rival became Ron Lyle. He also lost to the greatest, but when the fight was stopped, he was leading on the scorecards. However, Lyle then destroyed one of the most dangerous punchers in history, Ernie Shavers. The first round of the battle was a little slow as the two circled the ring, sizing up the other. Suddenly, a sneak right hit Foreman so hard he staggered around the ring like a drunk trying to find his two legs under him. The bell rang, saving George from further embarrassment. Rounds 2 and 3 were Foreman's, but just slightly, as Lyle spent a lot of time trapped in corners and not doing much about it.
He's got him in trouble. George staggering off the ropes and Lyle all over him.
As I said before, Howard, it shows that Lyle has no fear of Foreman. None at all.
No fear in Ron Lyle at all. Well, Lyle with a good left. George fighting back now. Advisors are yelling to Foreman, keep those hands up. Now Lyle is hurt. Now Lyle is hurt. Quickly, Foreman landed a left and a right and another left, and Lyle's in trouble. He's against the ropes trying to cover. No question about that. Ken Norton can attest to that. I told you we'd have a slugfest, and that's what we've got.
Counter right hand by Lyle there. Very good. Lyle's over right hand is working very well on Foreman's left hand. His left hand is down, and Ron's going right over with an overhand right.
That's the first round for Lyle, the second round for George Foreman.
Let Foreman really get off. He's got to be more aggressive and kind of force the action. If he gets Foreman punching, Lyle is playing possum. He's trying to wait for Foreman to throw it right.
The fourth round of this fight became one of the most fascinating in history and needs no comment.
Lyle has Foreman in trouble. Foreman is down. It started with a right, then a left. Charade in Toronto against the prideful Bod. Now Foreman fighting back. Oh, Foreman is in trouble. Lyle caught him with a good left. Now George, now George struck back. His handler screaming to Foreman, hit him in the body. George at the head. Lyle is now wide open. He is Lyle trying to swing back. This isn't artistic. Only 10 seconds left in the round. Now Foreman was staggered. Foreman was staggered by a Lyle left. Foreman goes down. Foreman goes. A good left by Lyle. Foreman holding on.
Here we go, Howard.
Staggering all over the ring. Lyle against the ropes, throwing the left uppercut.
Both men were badly hurt at the start of the fifth. However, Foreman trapped Lyle in a corner and unloaded a sustained barrage of straight shots and uppercuts to the head. With less than a minute to go in the round, Lyle, badly hurt and exhausted, slowly melted to the canvas for a third time before being counted out by referee Charlie Roth.
Foreman's using fire in. Lyle's waiting just a little too long. They're both fighting. Lyle's got to come back with
Now
something
it's
down.
Lyle down to the canvas.
Lyle's not going to make it, Lyle. He's not going to make it.
A knockout in the 5th round by George Foreman when it seemed Lyle had command of this ever-changing bout. The ebb and flow of the action almost unbelievable. Foreman floored twice. Foreman floored twice in the 4th round. Coming back to
On November 13, 1992, the world heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield made another defense of his titles, which he won by defeating James Douglas, who had earlier knocked out Mike Tyson. Holyfield's rival was the silver medalist of the Olympic Games in Seoul, Riddick Bowe, for whom this fight was the first championship. The fight sold 900,000 pay-per-view. Holyfield earned $17 million, Bowe $5.5. The 30-year-old champion was a slight favorite before the fight. Evander was not a natural heavyweight and weighed only 93 kilograms. Riddick showed on the scales 106.5 kilograms.
Throw combinations early because he doesn't like the idea of exchanging jab after jab.
So far, this is a very good round for Evander, who has been able to mount his attack.
In the first half of the battle, Holyfield was moving and landing a more effective jab. Bowe landed the harder and more significant punches, especially his right uppercut and left hook. Holyfield's bombs were not moving him.
The right-hand lead again, George. He's landing that right-hand lead. Is Holyfield the champion?
Not only that left hook to the body.
In combinations by the champion Evander Holyfield. And already Bowe begins to hold and hit, and they brawl in the center of the ring. Evander Holyfield showing his warrior's heart.
Jab, which is what he wants.
Bowe trying to measure Holyfield from afar. Left hook by Holyfield. Missed the second one. Lands the right.
I think those left hooks to the body by Evander Holyfield may be the most telling blows in the whole fight.
Left hooks by Bowe, 2 of them. Holyfield coming back, taking and giving shots.
What does he need to be throwing right hand?
Long right hand by Holyfield, almost caught Bowe flush. As it was, it did a little damage, as it might have appeared to be the case. Holyfield landing inside, Bowe comes right back.
Once that happens, it's going to be a big deal.
Left hook landed by Bowe after a right. Holyfield seemingly in trouble for the moment.
No doubt about it.
It appears to me that there's blood around Holyfield's right eye. Let's look more carefully. There's the left hook by Holyfield. And another, and another, and another. Holyfield wobbles Bowe under the...
Every chance he gets, he tries to rush in for a good right-hand shot. Bowe keep that left jab working.
Still landing that right-hand lead. Riddick Bowe lands the right hand.
Another, he's not keeping his position at all.
Left hook inside by Holyfield. Bowe's punches are having more effect. Bowe goes to the body and Holyfield covers up.
Never. You want the puncher following you. He'll throw 20 more.
There's a right hand. Bowe must have found it partially blocked by a Holyfield glove. Only 36 for Holyfield. There's a left and a right by Holyfield and a left. Bowe giving the right hand in return. Left hand by Holyfield. These are solid shots. Keep in mind that Evander Holyfield is a veteran of the 12-round route, and Riddick Bowe has never been beyond 10. Holyfield, he said that the eye didn't bother him in training at all. But Riddick Bowe believes otherwise and made no secret of his intention to go after Evander's right eye.
Now, Evander Holyfield is starting to take control with his jab.
Bowe was hurting Holyfield, but Holyfield's warrior mentality kept him coming. Both men, visibly tired, took turns in rounds 6 through 9, landing one vicious combination after another.
Stamina is truly endurance. Endurance is like, who wants it more? Got to have a reason to fight like that. 9 children or so.
Both fighters showing their personality.
And midway through this fight, he's still in it, so has a very good chance of winning it.
Bowe lands the right hand over the top. Evander just freezes and looks at him and then comes
He was hurt again. Bowe didn't realize that he was hurt.
As Bowe lands the left hook and goes to the body to try to set up the finish. Holyfield peering through the swelling right eye.
He should open up with his long left hooks right now because the side
right side. I know what it's all about. Good left hook.
Holyfield with another left hook. The champion showing his courage, pawing at his left eye to feel the blood and then raging out with a left hook. Bowe coming back.
Because it takes too much out of your body. As the water is going as it is, then you start losing blood. One drop seems unimportant to the average person, but a lot to a boxer. Realize every punch that Evander throws at this point, they are desperate shots. Stay out of the way of them, you could get yourself hurt.
And you saw Bowe pawing his right eye.
Yeah.
Pawing the right eye again. Let's see if Holyfield tries to take advantage of that opportunity. He does, and takes a right hand in return.
Attached gloves. A guy is not supposed to get thumbed in theory with those gloves.
Yeah, but you can't avoid it. I've been thumbed and have accidentally been able to see for a minute.
And also likely to make Holyfield worry and feel negative about the eye. Trading right hands. Again, it was Bowe's. Right uppercut by Holyfield. Momentarily stuns Bowe. Low blow by Bowe. Right hand by Holyfield. And again, he shook the sweat off of Bowe, but didn't move the man.
After 9 rounds, both fighters' right eyes were dangerously close to being closed. In round 11, Holyfield walked into a crushing left hook that staggered him, and then seconds later, Bowe landed a clubbing right hand that finally knocked the champion down.
Right hand blocks another one. Bowe throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bowe. Joe Cortez watching. Champion gets the benefit of the doubt.
That was a right uppercut. Rest with your jab. Bowe should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bowe wobbling. And he lands the right hand. This round should be greeted with a standing ovation at the end. You've seen the best of both men. A right hand by Holyfield. And another. Round 10 continues. Neither fighter totally exhausted yet. Oh, Holyfield in serious trouble now.
Now, Bowe has got to be cool trying to finish him, though.
There's the uppercut again. The mouthpiece is out of Holyfield's mouth. And he's going to go down. First time he has actually gone to the canvas. It could be all over.
When it turns against you, keep fighting.
Still throwing the left hook inside and the right hand lead.
But
Holyfield got up and was both very hurt and tired. Bowe decided not to take a chance and instead used his jab to keep Holyfield at bay for the rest of the 11th and the entire 12th round. Bowe won a decisive unanimous decision and became the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
I gave it to him.
Not the first great idea that we've stolen from you, George, and it won't be the last. Of heart and will and courage and skill.
And new heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe!
On June 21, 2003, undisputed super heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis defended his WBC belt against Ukrainian boxer Vitaly Klitschko in his last fight. Lewis knocked out Mike Tyson. After that, he deserved the recognition of the American public, as well as the largest fee in his career in the amount of $50 million. The WBC council ordered a rematch, but Tyson refused. Lennox was then scheduled to fight Kirk Johnson, but he got injured 2 weeks before the fight, and Vitaly Klitschko accepted the fight on short notice. Lewis's fee was $7 million. Klitschko's fee was $1.4 million. Lennox was a 5-to-1 favorite. From the first round, it became clear that Lewis didn't have a speed advantage. Lennox tried to attack his opponent and went forward sharply. This tactic didn't work. From the middle of the round, Klitschko began to jab more and more often. As a result, the starting 3 minutes remained with Vitaly. In the second round, Lewis missed a brutal right hand. After that, he went forward and missed many heavy blows. A key episode happened in the third round. Lewis delivered a right hand to Klitschko, causing a cut above the Ukrainian's left eye. Even then, it became clear that cutting was very dangerous. But Vitaly continued the fight as if nothing happened.
After a while, when a guy's hand are that high, you just got him.
Hard right hand to the round. Lewis to back Klitschko off. Another Vitaly. And again, Lewis jabs him backward anymore. Two good jabs by Lewis. Now there's a looping right hand.
Back and just counter that jab one time.
Hard right hand landed by Klitschko. Lewis.
Klitschko, make him afraid of it.
This is a far cry from the Lennox Lewis, who did a peek.
Well, he's got a different
Left hand lands for Klitschko. Lewis momentarily stunned.
Of Klitschko.
Lewis just can't seem to wake up. You come in the ring dry. You catch
awkward short arm shots. He's beating Lewis to the punch. He rips him again with a right hand. Lewis. And now Lewis is still wobbly as Vitaly goes after him. But it may be too late. Combinations for an increasingly confident Vitaly Klitschko.
This is what a fight could tell off on Klitschko, because that's a big hit and you get tired yourself.
Big left hand by Klitschko. Lewis wobbling against the flow. You can bet Emmanuel Stewart's going to have a lot to say to Lennox if he can make it out of this round. And one more time. They trade big right hands. Lewis gets the worst of it.
This is Gary Ward.
It's going to have an effect on Klitschko. That man is heavy, Lennox Lewis.
And Lennox Lewis's left eye is... Vitaly Klitschko is roughing Lennox Lewis up as the second round begins. Walking unevenly to the ring as he goes after Klitschko, just as Emmanuel stood. Now Lewis using the right by the left eye as well, and Vitaly's cut is over the eye. Triple jab by Klitschko and a right hand to follow. Lewis can't stop.
There has never been a heavyweight championship between big men.
Big left hook by Lewis. And
Klitschko is hurt.
And he lands a huge
one right hand.
Been hurt a lot. Left hook by Klitschko. Lewis, now he begins to jab away at Klitschko's back.
And his big right hand. When will it come? Will it come?
Lewis is taking the hardest shot.
Big jab. Forces Vitaly back. And now a hard right hand by Klitschko stops Lewis's rush. But in the sport, in the eyes of many here, Joe Souza will be working. So 256 meant what it sounded like. Lennox Lewis once again. But
the third with the good right hands.
They fall down together. Referee Lou Filippo. Lewis putting 17 out of 28 jabs. Vitaly misses with a right hand. Telephone pole.
Oh, he can't even see over on that side.
And Lewis jabbing the eye. Jabbing the eye. Beginning to regain some of his... Lewis breathing with his mouth open.
Big men have a difficulty fighting it.
I'm sorry, but the corner's got to take a good look at this guy's eye. I know one shot he can do it too. One right hand. It's a pity. It's a long ways up there for Lennox Lewis trying to throw that right hand.
Hard right hand landed for Klitschko. Lewis block punches. Left hand right onto the damaged eye by Lewis.
Lewis appears to be...
Right hand staggers Klitschko momentarily.
One punch, one hand is open.
You cannot hold and hit. If one guy's holding you, they have to break.
Lewis trying to land a haymaker.
Whoa!
Vitali lands another right hand across the...
Lewis is there for him all.
The conditions for an upset.
One good right hand, and Lennox Lewis is on the canvas.
Well, Vitali's certainly ahead on points, and the way he's throwing punches, he might stay.
The fifth round was clearly left to the Ukrainian. Klitschko became more active and threw a lot of punches, but at the same time, Vitali's eye looked worse and worse. The start of the sixth round was again in favor of the challenger, but at the end of the first minute of the round, Lennox fired a brutal right uppercut right into his rival's chin. During the break between rounds, the cut above Vitali's eye looked really scary. However, Vitali didn't even think about refusing to continue the fight, but the referee intervened. After consulting with the doctor who attended that fight, he stopped it.
It's all Lennox Lewis can do to stand up, but because of his own exhaustion.
He can come back, but you blow your eye, that's the end of everything. That was a long...
He didn't want the fight stopped. Who stopped it? Harold Letterman.
Okay, Larry, stop the poor Wallace.